Welcome back to another Power Rangers Lightning Collection Remastered review. Now this is the final review for me on the Remastered Collection, and I have enjoyed every one of these figures so far. They all do look really nice together, so if you want to see them all together, stick out till the end of the video where I will show a clip of them all together. And I have had the chance to look at this figure because I have had it for a couple of days now, and I have only just got the chance to review it. So this is an empty box, but we'll take a look at it anyway. And as we expect, we've got the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Remastered logo at the top with a digital render of the figure in the middle with a nice bit of 30th anniversary artwork at the side. And then at the top in the corner, we have got our 30th anniversary logo up here. And on one side, we've got our Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo telling us what we're going to get inside the box, along with a digital picture of the figure. And on the other side, we've got our Power Rangers 30th logo, along with the promotional artwork that they have been using for that. And lastly, on the back, we've got our 30th anniversary logo again, with our promotional bit of artwork of her holding out the morpher on the side and telling us what we've got inside the box. So Kimberly is a 5.7 inch figure, and she does come with some lightning effect pieces that go around the bottom of the feet, her bow and arrow, 3 versions of the blade blaster and morpher, and her helmet. So first impressions of the figure, and as I said before, I have played about with this, so I have swapped the hands out, and she does come out of the box with a couple of grab hands. But straight away, the first thing I noticed was that most of the plastic does match in colour, so that is really nice to actually see that they've made a bit more of an effort with this Pink Ranger. The face sculpt does look pretty good. It is more characterised than actor or actress likeness, I would say. She does come with a headband this time. Mine's not painted that great, but it is whatever. And the hair does look pretty good. Her morpher is stamped into the belt pretty nicely, and the pinstripes do look pretty good. The one thing I liked about this figure that I noticed straight away was that the holster is part of the skirt, and it is a better size. So on the previous one, she came with a smaller holster, and I'm assuming that that's because she was a smaller figure, but the holster was still the same size. So getting it in, it looks massive, and it was sort of up to about here. Having this, it does fit in nicely because it is a bigger size. And luckily for me, there's no issues with this at all. Now she does come with some accessories, as we would expect from these figures, and the accessories that we do get are quite nice, but they are what we've seen in the other remastered figures. So she does come with these morphing posing hands. Now these ones don't seem to want to join up as well as some of the others, but she does come with these 2 morphing hands that hold the morpher. She comes with her morpher, which does slot onto the hand really easily, so she can hold it out and morph. She comes with 2 grab hands, 2 posing hands, the bow, which has no writing on it, but it does have the joins underneath to make the power blaster, so you can combine all these weapons as you'd expect. The arrow for the bow, a blade blaster in gun mode, in sword mode, and a closed blaster mode. So this just fits into her pouch really well. She also comes with these effect pieces, which is nicely put around the bottom of her feet, or whatever you want to do with them, that look pretty good. And finally, a new helmet. So this is a glossy version of the helmet, which in my opinion looks a lot better than the matte version that we got with Catherine. It is the right shape, and it does look really nice, so happy with that. And here she is with her helmet on for some articulation. So having a look at the articulation, her helmet does move up and down a tiny bit, but again, this does seem to be quite low, and with the neck being quite a thick joint, it doesn't really want to look up or down too much, unless I'm missing something. But I have played around with it, and it doesn't seem to want to do much more than that. But it does do a full 360, and then we have got the butterflies in the shoulders, which we would expect from the Lightning Collection figure. Mine is very stiff, but it does have some movement on the joint in the shoulder and some upper bicep swivel, which does a full 360. She does come with the new pinless double jointed elbows, which do feel very, very weak, so you have to be a bit careful. With these female molds, they do seem to be pretty weak on the joint there. These female body molds do come with a rotating wrist, so you can move that separately to the hands, which do a full 360, and then depending on what hand you've got equipped in there, you can have a bit of articulation in those as well. Her upper torso is on a ball and she does have some ab crunch there. She has got hot drop down hips, unfortunately, so you have to play about with this one because mine came out of the box like that, and I've seen a few people moaning that the legs aren't quite the same size, but you do have to play around with them. So if you feel that yours aren't the right size, pull them up or push them down and they will sort themselves out. She does have some upper thigh rotation, which does do a full 360. She's got the really nice double jointed pinless knees, some articulation at the cut of the boot, and then the feet do move up and down and are on an ankle pivot. Moving on to some comparisons, so here she is with the old version. Now I have updated the helmet on this, so this is the original Kimberly that came on her own, and she has got Catherine's head just because I wanted to update that helmet. I thought this one looks a bit better, but you can see that the differences in the pink are like night and day on this. This one I would go as far as saying, in general, it does match throughout the figure. This one you can see that we've got a difference here, 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 and here. So every pink on this figure does look slightly different. Now this one here is the bow that came with the remastered, and you can see that it is exactly the same. This one has sort of lazier paintwork on, so they haven't left out that differences in the line there, but the mold is exactly the same. It is the same bow. The holster on this one isn't attached to the skirt, and it does seem like it is smaller. So when you put the weapon in the holster, this one actually looks like it should be there and it looks the right size. In all honesty, it does make the blaster actually look smaller and look right for the figure, and this one, perhaps just because it's sort of undersized on the holster, that it makes this one seem like it is a bit bigger and it's going right into her armpit. I would definitely say that the remastered Pink Ranger is the definitive version that we're going to get, and the only downside to these figures are that they're still not painting the bottom of the boots, which is a real shame, because if these had the black just around the bottom of the boots and on the sole, that would be an absolutely perfect figure, and I probably wouldn't need to buy another Pink Ranger. Comparing the helmet, so this is the original one. It just has a bit of battle damaged artwork on the side there. So this is from the Evo 3 Draken that came out, but it is the same as the original one. So you can see that the eyes are not quite the right shape. The pterodactyl comes down a bit further, and this is a bit bigger and wider than this original one. So a little comparison in the two of them. Right, and here they are all together. So this is the final and finished product of the remastered, unless they intend on doing some more. But I'm very, very happy with these figures, and they're probably some of my favourite figures I've bought in a little while, to be honest. So having all the extra accessories and stuff and the new head sculpts on most of them, with all the updates, is just a really nice touch. So very, very happy with them. So here are all my remastered displayed. Now I keep getting a lot of comments on the command center, and it was made, so it is made from some sort of foam, and it's been sprayed and crafted and all that sort of stuff to look as it is. And I'd had it particularly custom to look a bit like the Iron Studios one, and then I did some measurements of Zordon, and then we kind of made it to suit the Lightning Collection and Zordon and stuff. So this is how I've displayed them, and they are all beautiful and nice all together, so they will be staying there underneath my original Mighty Morphins. I have upgraded some bits of them, like all the helmets and the blade blasters and stuff. So there are my Season 1 displays all together, looking beautiful. And lastly, on to my final thoughts. So this is a really nice figure. It does come at the deluxe price point, which in the UK is $33.99. I think for the accessories and the updates, it is worth the price. If you do have the original one or the cat version, this probably is quite an upgrade between the two. It is nice to see a glossy helmet and have the updated paint apps on the figure. It's good that we finally see a lot of the pink matching, so you can't really tell the difference in this figure between the difference in the pinks. I would say that the head sculpt doesn't quite look like Amy Jo, but it definitely gives off more of a Kimberly sort of vibe with the headband and stuff like that, so happy with that. But she does look really nice with the rest of the team. So this is the team completed for me. So all 6 are here. I don't know if we're going to get any more. A lot of people are hoping that we do get a White Ranger, which is a possibility, but who knows what their plans are for the future. I definitely recommend picking this up. So if you're looking to complete the remastered team, then it's an obvious one for you to pick up. And if you do want to upgrade some of your older figures, it is quite a bit of an upgrade, bearing in mind the helmet and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, that's all for me for today. I really hope you've enjoyed these remastered reviews, and that is the end of the remastered as far as we know at the moment. So all 6 reviews are up. If you do want to check them, I will leave links at the end of the videos. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you want to see more, please consider subscribing. I do have some more videos to come for the rest of this month, so keep an eye out for them. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you soon.